In verse 17, Paul says that this glory that we're moving toward is beyond all comparison. And so I'm trying to think of a way to compare something for you that is beyond all comparison. And I think back to the example of my clarinet here that the band wouldn't let me play. And no, I'm just kidding. And I think back to probably my most memorable time with my instrument, and that was September 30th, 2001. And I still remember that date because it was such a milestone moment for me. I'm standing on the field in Giant Stadium 2 weeks after September 11th. This is the first home game in Giant Stadium. And I just performed as a member of the college marching band. And the stadium is packed and everyone is going crazy. You can feel the excitement. And then you can feel the patriotism when they roll out one of those huge American flags carried by members of the armed forces. And then I see Tony Bennett walk across the field right in front of me. He's getting ready to perform. And I just think, wow, that what a moment to be a part of. What an experience to get to enjoy. And I contrast that with that 5th grade version of myself that's squeaking away on a clarinet. And I think if you tried to put that version of me onto that field, it wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't fit. That moment would be too big for me to bear the weight of. And when I look at these verses, that's how God sees our service. He's saying, I'm preparing you to bear the weight of something enormous, something magnificent, something glorious. And I need you to get ready. So I need you to hit milestones. For me, it was 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, progressing on and on through music, getting better and better and getting prepared to be ready for that moment. That's the way our service prepares us to get ready to experience the weight of the glory that's going to come upon us. And that's why it's so important that we're hitting these milestones. You know, C.S. Lewis wrote an essay titled The Weight of Glory, and he imagines in it that even though we can just catch glimpses of this glory through our service, that maybe there's one way that we can kind of catch a glimpse of what this ultimate glory may be like. And he says, imagine a small child. Some of you have children. You've probably been around a child. And they reach a developmental milestone. And the parent goes to the child and they say, good job. Way to go. And in that moment, you can see in that child, there's this joy in their face, and it lights up. Their eyes get wide, there's a smile on their face, and there's just this pure joy of being praised by a parent. And Lewis imagines that maybe that's just a glimpse of what it's like after we go through a life of hitting these milestones of service, giving ourselves to others, that when we stand before God and he says to us, well done, good and faithful servant, enter the joy of the master. That may be just a glimpse of that weight of glory that God is preparing to put upon us. So you have to ask if you're preparing yourself through your service to bear the weight of that future glory that God has prepared, that God is preparing for us. So we have to recognize and appreciate the milestones that God puts in our service and use them as encouragement to persevere through the challenges of service and prepare us and grow us to be able to bear that ultimate glory.